You see, I got my glasses on top of my hat, just like in Pokemon X and Y, and I can never take it off. Also, where are you? iPhone giveaway. Find out more details at the end of the video. Okay, so let's talk about marketing. Let's talk about getting into marketing, okay? I'll introduce you guys with a little bit of my history, and I'll tell you the secret. Stay tuned. That's all the advice that was given to me from all the research videos I watched on how to make an awesome YouTube channel. Entice people, bring them in, and then force them to stay so you can get that watch time. But you know what's going to happen? Anyone smart enough is going to fast forward to the good parts. So I'll basically tell you the secret right here, right now. There isn't one. When it comes to finding your niche in marketing, it is relatively difficult, especially in the video game industry. And my history was really kind of all over the place. I was living in Menifee, California, armpit of the fucking world for me. And then I moved to Orange County because Blizzard, good old Blizzard, had internships coming up. And I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. This is dope. And I'm gonna work for Blizzard. It's like perfect, but I need to be a student in the county, in Orange County. Blizzard's one of their head offices is located in Irvine, Southern California, and so I was like, all right, sweet, I'm gonna go. Went to Orange Coast College, did some classes, and signed up 2 years in a row for an internship. First one in PR, second one in marketing, and got fucking nowhere. Wasn't picked, and I get that there's a whole bunch of people that apply for these different positions. There's a lot of positions for Blizzard, but you gotta remember though, when you apply for an internship at a video game company, and the cool thing with the Blizzard one, it's paid, right? So the thing about the Blizzard internships is that there's so many positions, but what people don't realize is that the video game industry, it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna go make the games. No, fuck no, it's not like that. There's different jobs, there's different things that are a part of it. And a lot of people that I've even talked to have like these ideas to make a great game, but they don't know the first fucking thing about making a video game. It is one of the hardest things to do is to make a decent video game. And that's on your own. So there's indie developers out there that are spending all this time on their own coding, testing, and all this stuff, and they spend these years worth of man hours into making this product and it comes out fantastic. Fucking bravo to those guys. And then you got the other people that are full fucking teams that can't make shit happen. Digital homicide. Anyway, it's a shout out to Jim Sterling. What I'm trying to say is, don't bite off more than you can chew when you get in. Kind of know where you're at. I know a little bit about marketing. A little bit. I had a good idea. So I thought that as an internship, this would be perfect to get my foot in the door for my resume, and at the same time, we'll be able to get some practical, real-world advice by actually working in a company. Didn't work out that way because, like I said before, they didn't accept me. They didn't have me come in to be part of their team, which after speaking with some people that spent some time with the Blizzard internships, Blizzard is a very close-knit company. It's that, from what I've been told, when you work at Blizzard, it's all about Blizzard. And then in your off time, they want to enhance the rest of your life by more stuff about Blizzard. A lot of the employees play a lot of different games, but they primarily play games that Blizzard makes. I can't really specify how true that is, but from what I've been told, a lot of the interns that I spoke to, they said that the employees play primarily Blizzard games. So, do with that. A friend of a friend told me that their cousin sister's aunt fucks chickens. Something like that. Info is whatever. So, here's the question. How to actually get into a marketing job? Well, my very first marketing job was at a company called Encore. Now, it wasn't bad. It was in Santa Ana, California. My expectations were a bit too high. You see, I went in there thinking like, oh, I'm going to do real marketing, right? I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to talk with clients, get some strategies going, implement something that's going to generate revenue for the client, and at the same time,
20 hours.
Thank you. Um, my expectations were too high. When I went in there and I got the job, it was unpaid for 3 months. And after 3 months, if they liked you, they kept you on. And apparently, everyone that worked at the company started off as an intern. And there was all these different positions. There was editing positions and stuff. I didn't want to deal with there's 3D modeling positions. No. A lot of graphic artist stuff. No. I'm good. I'm creative, but not artistic. So they had me doing social media. And social media, it is very necessary for a brand to implement social media correctly. However, a social media presence does not relate in sales. And let me go into why. When I was working there was different companies in Orange County, like real estate, property management groups, stuff like that, mom and pop shops, and they would utilize us to work on their social media presence. Basically, take hold of their social media accounts and to post updates. Not like so much like I wouldn't say we were advertising. That's a little bit different. What we were doing was we were enhancing the brand by posting on social media and getting people to like, comment, share stuff on Facebook. And here's the thing though, they were paying for this service that they could have done on their own, because it wasn't like we were doing a lot. It's like, you pay us so much money, we'll post this many times a day, and we'll do some SEO, search engine optimization, to make sure that you're out there. No search engine optimization was done, just post on a fucking Facebook page and hoping that people share. Sort of scammy. So when you're doing real estate, you can easily make your own fucking Facebook page and do whatever. That type of brand is in such a niche audience, because it's just your brand speaking to people that you've worked with, or people that are interested in that local area to utilize you. And this whole time I wasn't getting paid dealing with these social media stuff. I detract. But finally, after a while, I realized it's all fucking bullshit. Like, really. I had different ideas for stuff that we could do. Now, the primary thing that I was working on was this nonprofit organization. I'll leave names out for now. If you guys are interested, comment down below and I'll go into a story about all that shit. Snake ate in its own tail. Anyway, I wasn't taught shit. I really had to do everything on my own. They paired me up with the other female that was doing social media, but she spent the majority of her time talking with her family instead of actually working. And when she would work, just a little post here or there, send an email, whatever. And when I was told to do a task, I would ask for specifications so I would do it right the first time. Management told me to talk to her, and she was vague as all fuck, because her priority was speaking with her friends and family while at work, where my priority was trying to do my fucking job right. Anyway, you gotta realize when you go into an internship, you want the company to actually teach you something. Now, I'm not saying like school. It's not like they gotta hold your fucking hand. But if you're gonna look for an internship and they go in and do the interview, make sure that it's like, hey, we understand that you're an intern. We're going to have you doing a whole bunch of needless tasks, but at the same time, though, we're going to pair you with someone that's going to give you some insight, right? That's a lot more realistic than, oh, we're going to put you on this project, sit you down. You're going to be paired up with this person who's never going to fucking teach you shit. You're going to have to figure it all out on your own. And if you can't figure it out on your own, well, you're fucked. But you're not fired because we're not paying you anyway, so we might as well just keep you fucking around. That's the thing with unpaid internships. You're essentially manpower, but you're free labor. So it takes a lot for them to just shit can you. Like, you really have to do something bad for them to really get rid of you. You have to affect the work environment. But as far as fucking up projects, you have to really fuck up with a client. Anything that the client's never going to see, they're not going to give a shit about. So you'll be fine. So these are all things to consider. You want to work somewhere that's going to be beneficial towards your end goal, which for me was doing public relations. That's what I wanted to go towards. But I needed to understand the ins and outs of marketing and dealing with clients. So eventually I just left. Up and left. I gave them some stupid sob story, and I just got out of there while I could, because I knew that it just wasn't going to work for me. The company, I thought it wasn't too bad, but they were very set in their ways, and which is fine. But for me and my life's ambition and goals and all that, I couldn't just sit around writing stupid Facebook posts for local businesses. It wasn't going to get me towards my goal of working as PR in the video game industry. And PR in the video game industry is very, very fuckered up. I'm not going to lie. It's very, it's a lot of damage control, more than anything else. It's supposed to be brand connectivity with the clients and enhancement of the product on a level of the which the consumers can understand and gravitate towards. But it really just amounts up to, oh shit, how are we going to get out of this one? A lot of companies are under fire for stuff like that. Going back to Blizzard, that whole thing with Tracer and the way that she was standing, a lot of people amounted up to the complaint of an SJW, but I really just think that with that whole butt pose position thing, it had less to do with someone complaining and more to do with them changing it anyway. It makes a lot more sense because that was during its time in beta, right? And the way that they handled it was we were going to change it anyway. And they acknowledged the fact that people, that a person complained about it and other people made an issue about it as well. And that's the right thing to do. When you're doing PR, you analyze, you take ownership, and you follow through with a course of action. A lot of companies don't do that. They give non-apologies. We're sorry you feel this way, right? Too many companies do that. EA, for example. I know Mass Effect is still new on the table right now, and they, what have they done? They've analyzed consumer complaints. They've made a statement. We don't know what the fuck is wrong. We'll see what we can do. So there have been updates and stuff. The problem when it comes to analyzing and admittance is they go hand in hand. You analyze what the consumers are complaining about, but at the same time, you have to analyze what they're saying and what you did to contribute to that. What, the developers did and or didn't do. And when it comes down to it, a lot of companies in the video game industry, it's a publisher's fault. It's all about the money, right? It's all about the money. So it's the publisher that's like saying, hey, we need this game out at this time. We have so much money, we have so many man hours and everything that we can allot for. What we need you to do is get this shit out now. So what corners can you cut, right? And I'm all over the place. Fucking hell, man. I'm telling you, it's cutthroat when you're first getting in. It is very cutthroat when you're first getting into marketing, because, especially for the video game industry, because you have no idea what's going to lead you down the right path to work at a company with video games and all that. So what do you do? Where do you go? From my experience dealing with marketing companies, PR firms, stuff like that, it's very hit or miss. Like I said, you got to find the right place that's going to actually be beneficial for what your goals are. But a lot of places are just looking for cheap labor, and they're not really going to teach you anything. Going to school, fuck yeah, go to school, learn all the ins and outs. But that degree is just going to get you an entry-level job, low tier, like social media at some shit fucking company. The bigger companies, they need that degree, they need time. And that's what it comes down to. People need experience, right? So how do you get your foot in the fucking door towards something that's going to push you to what you really want to do? Whether it be marketing in the video game industry, marketing for a communications company, like I don't have the fucking answer. I'm still fucking looking for that. I would love to do PR in the video game industry. So, that's why I'm here on YouTube. On behalf of the video game industry, I will be your PR representative. I will be the one to let you know what you need to do and what you don't need to do. Jim Sterling, love him to death. He's fucking great. But Jim Sterling does primary commentary on the video game industry. He deals a lot with publishers and developers and distributors and such, but does he really offer advice? Well, yes, he does. He tells them what they should and shouldn't do. But to me, what am I going to do? I'm going to analyze. I'm going to admit, and then I'm going to place some form of action. AAA. Analyze, affirm, action. Well, affirm is also apologize. But you know, that shit works. Like I said, a lot of stuff in the video game industry when it comes to public relations is strictly fucking damage control. I wish that I would have the answer for you guys in this video, but unfortunately, I don't. However, in my next video, I do have more examples of places that you should not work at, whether it be for PR in the video game industry or any type of marketing at all. I would say this one was more as an introduction to me, so you guys have a better idea of where I'm coming from. Yes, I do have experience when it comes to marketing. I have education when it comes to marketing. I just don't have the salary of someone that does that shit professionally. So we're going to go from there. Oh yeah, once we hit 10,000 subscribers, the iPhone 7 Plus will be up for grabs. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel and comment in any of the fucking videos, just so I know that you're not a bot, basically. Comment something like, fuck you, you're an idiot, you're a retard, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, I don't give a shit, just say something. I need friends. Also, it's been great chatting with you guys, but this is Mace Valor, and I'm signing off.